Doing absolutely nothing, I know. You can know that this is technology that's gonna fit you. You can either just press the button on the robot, you can use the free app, which I love to do, I schedule my cleans. There's also a vacuum right now, and it will go out and vacuum and you can push that anywhere in the world. I was up in the mountains, I wanted to come home to clean floors. I put vacuum everywhere, I came home to crystal clean floors, love that. Awesome. Or you can use also voice, so Alexa. But let's talk about iRobot. So what you're seeing right here, that is 20 years in the making. We have nearly 2,000 patents worldwide. This is why we're the leaders. And it really, what you're seeing is the beauty of it, the sleekest. It is the slimmest, it is the lightest, but yet remember that bin is going to be 54.2% larger, and it's gonna clean longer, so you're not losing anything for that light, slim, sleek design. The beauty is all happening underneath though. Remember those 2,000 patents I was talking about. It all starts with our 3-stage cleaning system here, and that is the brush you were saying. And you and I were talking about, because I have the older model as well, yeah. And it's not a big deal, but right here, if you have an older model, there's a screw. So you have to go get a screwdriver and you unscrew it. I love now that this just pops off and on. I love it, I love it, I love it.
That's great, that's a nice upgrade.
It is, it's a great upgrade. You see how far it stretches out? This is why you can clean into even the tiniest of corners. This is our edge sweeping brush, the first part of our 3-stage cleaning system. It goes out 2 inches. You can see it kind of curves down. That's gonna get into the wood divots. It's gonna get into your grout. It's gonna get into the corners, the nooks and the crannies, and it's gonna bring it all in to the path of, you can see this is also an upgrade. This is our integrated brush roll, and it's a V-brush system you see here. Those bristles are then going to pick the debris from even high pile carpet and propel it into the path of the suction. And remember, this is going to have an 18% better suction than our most popular 600 series, 20% better suction on hardwood floors.
That's great.
I mean, it's outstanding suction, outstanding suction. And then, whoa, let me tell you, first of all, this bin, look at how massive this bin is. Look at how big this bin is. That's how much it's gonna hold before you have to go and empty it. And do you also notice it opens all the way up? You're not trying to get if it's compact or in there, you're not trying to grab inside. The whole thing is open. Here's a look at our high efficiency filter. That is the third point of our 3-stage cleaning system. This is gonna get rid of 99.9% of pet allergens, dander, all of the stuff you don't want in your home. 99.97%.
How amazing, almost 100% of all the stuff that makes you crazy in your house, all the fine dust, the dander, the pollens, all that. I mean, think about this system. And the funny thing is, we ain't pushing a thing.
No.
I'm not plugging something in over there and trying to work hard. This is actually probably one of the most boring demos you've ever seen. It's because the guests and the hosts, we just get to sit here. But this is you. This is you at home, and you're reading your book, you're having your little summer cocktail, it's your morning coffee, you're at the office. Can you imagine coming home? So you run out the door, there's Cheerios everywhere, it's a hot mess, the kitty litter's all over the place, and you're like, okay, I don't even have to worry about it. You get to work and go, oh, on my app, oh, wait, when I get home, I want my floors and my carpets and my rugs to be really clean. You're gonna do it from work, and know when you walk in the door, you look around and go, oh my gosh, my floor looks so good. Oh, it's under the bed, it's under the coffee tables. It's so funny, I started mine today, and I was trying to record some of it. And as I was doing it, it went underneath my kitchen table, and I had to wait till it came out the other side. Which I thought was hilarious. Also, by the way, the centers are built in, so it's never gonna fall down a stair, it's never gonna go off a cliff.
Or get tangled, did you see that?
It doesn't get tangled up anymore. Guys, this is the best. When was the last time you actually vacuumed under your bed? Let's be honest. You know what, even under my low couch, and I have an L-shaped couch, it goes under, it knows everywhere to go underneath there. I cannot get a traditional vacuum. I can't even get a stick vac underneath my couch, but my Roomba will go in there. Now yours is Thelma and Louise, so I have to show you mine. Being a crafter, this is mine, and I love him dearly.
Wait, oh my gosh.
Mr. Happy.
Oh my gosh, that's the best thing I have ever seen.
And I nicknamed him a long time ago, Mr. Happy. So if you'd like to see how I made that, you also can go to my Facebook page or or go to HSN Gets Crafty with Suzanne. And I posted a whole video of me making Mr. Happy's face and naming it. So, and another gal just posted what she named hers to. I think it was like Nellie, which I thought was hilarious.
That is the best
Why do we name them? Because it becomes a part of the family.
Oh, it does.
You love them. I named him Mr. Happy. I'm very satisfied with his performance. It's great. You will love everything about this. And the neatest part is tonight we have the lowest price we found anywhere on the latest model. You've got to be shocked. I was. I really was. It's $250 normally. That's what you'd find at retail, et cetera, et cetera. So, and that's, I know how much I paid for mine, yada, 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 right? So when I walked in and I thought, holy moly, this is phenomenal, $169.99. We have free shipping and handling. We have 5 flex pays. You can get this home for $34 on a major credit card. You pay it off in 5 months. It's not layaway, and you're never gonna have to vacuum again. It is the most time-saving thing you can imagine. Now, let me make the deal a little bit sweeter for you. If you'd like to save an additional $40, apply for our HSN card right now, and we will give you $40 towards your first purchase. Why not get it with this? And then it really drops the price. I know we have a lot more to show you guys. If you can do me a favor, we are extremely busy.
I love it.
We knew this was going to be so good. Oh, look.
It went home.
It was done.
It was done.
It says, I'm going home.
So it's not you don't have to go and play hide and seek with your robot. It takes itself home. I love that. That's one of my favorite things. She was done. She realized, she went out and cleaned every square inch. And she's like, okay, I'm done now. And she went home. Notice I say she. I think maybe, I don't know, but I just feel like, you know.
I would love my husband to actually vacuum.
Yeah, I know,
so
that's
I
me
made
too.
mine a he.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did.
love you. You're so funny. You are so funny. Well, let's talk about that. So you saw she went home and she docked herself. I love that. You're never going to have to go and bring her home. Remember, it's technology that fits you, always with iRobot. It's technology that fits you. If you want to get it home and you just want to plug it in and hit the actual clean button on the unit, great. If you want to take advantage of the free app, this is how I do it, and I love it. And I'm not tech savvy. It's so super simple. It actually says vacuum everywhere. So no matter where you are in the world, you can vacuum your floors. You also can schedule your clean. Like I said, I do mine Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but you can also do once every single day. You could vacuum 7 times a week if you wanted to. You can easily do that. Now, the other thing I want to show you is seeing is believing.
This is one of my favorite
This is one of my favorite things. We're going to show you exactly what was vacuumed. This is mine at home. Because, oh, there we go. So this is my robot from home. See that little area there? That's my kitchen island. So I love that every
This
time.
could be your table and chairs.
Yep.
It'll tell you exactly, it'll map out where it's going so you know it's cleaned everything.
Yes, I love
It's
that.
one of
Do
my
you see
favorite
it?
features, actually.
And every time it cleans, it changes the map.
Right.
So just know it does it, but it doesn't map your home. It doesn't go and map your home. You don't have to worry about that. It's just mapping it's clean. And then every single time that you go and vacuum, you're gonna get a new map, because seeing is believing. I love it. Sometimes I'm like, did she really clean? And then I look, I'm like, she really did.
She did go in that room.
I wanna show you, and I want you to listen to. It's the quietest robot we've ever had when it comes to vacuuming. It is the loudest when it's telling you what it needs.
Oh, that's so
it
smart.
actually talks to you and tells you what it needs. So I want to show, as I show you what it cleaned, while Suzanne and I were just sitting here talking, not doing anything.
Chatting,
I'm
having
going
a
to take the
cocktail.
bin out, and then I want you to hear something.
Reinstall the bin, then press clean.
It tells you what it needs. You don't have to guess what's wrong with it. Why isn't it doing it? It talks to you. She really becomes part of the family. I say she's my favorite person in the house because my daughters don't vacuum for 2 hours. I can tell you that much. Now, remember, 54% larger bin. What does that mean? It is going to get everything. And look, it didn't even look halfway full.
No,
Usually
there's
you're grabbing it
tons
out.
of room.
But look, it got the large debris, the Pet lovers love this vacuum.
Yes.
You've got things that you didn't even know were in there. It could be glitter, like you said, for my
Super
daughter's
fine.
glitter. And then everything's going through that high efficiency filter, so I know I'm getting rid of pet dander and allergens and pollen.
And dust.
So my home is super clean.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. What is another job you have to do? You're dusting all the time, right? You're like, oh, well, I gotta dust. Well, when you have this, because it's so efficient, you should see less dust in your home, thinking about how it's gonna suck it up and keep it in that filter as opposed to blowing it back out around your room. Also, it's really funny to watch a Roomba work. It kind of goes in a weird scattered pattern. Don't worry, it is the smartest vacuum you'll ever use because it will go back and take care of everything.
It does.
So don't get freaked out when if you've never used it, the first thing people think is, this is really weird. It's going in the most strange pattern.
But what you're knowing is ours actually, this one actually goes in clean rows. It's systematic cleaning. So what are you gonna get with that? vacuum lines.
Yes.
I love it. You're gonna get great
That's awesome,
vacuum
'cause
lines.
mine
No,
Roomba
some are
doesn't do it.
haphazard, some kind of bounce around. They're gonna clean your floor no matter what.
Right.
But what, you know, a lot of people do really love to see it kind of going in that systematic cleaning. So we have systematic cleaning with this, and it goes in the drawers. I know.
Okay, that's fabulous.
Now remember, I said even though we have 54% bigger bin size, this is the slimmest, the lightest. Why is that important? Because you want it to get under your furniture, under your bed, under your couch.
It's amazing. When it gets into all those places that you never ever get to, you're gonna be so thrilled. I gotta give an update real quick.
Yes.
Guys, this is the accessory kit. Now remember, you're getting 2 filters with our exclusive configuration, but you will need the accessories eventually. And since I have them tonight at midnight, I would recommend you get this. I really do, because you'll need them. You get 3 extra little side brushes, you get 3 more of the filters, and you get the main brush, a replacement brush for that. We have how many left, Rocky, now in this? Okay, guys, I have a little over 300 left for the day in this. This could sell out before even our hour's done. And it's designed to work specifically with this model.
Right.
So a lot of people are asking that. No, it does not work with the other models. It was a configuration made just for our brand new Today Special.
Exactly.
So what's this little guy doing?
So what we're trying to show you is, remember, this is the slimmest design that we've ever had here. It's actually 1/4 of an inch slimmer. So it's gonna go under more furniture, even more furniture.
Amazing.
You've got that, maybe you've got that tableside board, or you've got the buffet tables, you've got the end tables, you've got your, for me, I have very slim nightside tables. It's gonna get under all of that because it's their slimmest profile. It's also about 3/4 of an inch, not as wide. But so some people would be like, oh, but is it gonna get as much cleaning done? Remember, we get up to 2 hours of clean time and a 54% bigger bin. So it is out. That's what I love about iRobot is we've listened to you. What don't you like about it? We heard you don't like some of the noise that we heard. We've made it the quietest ever.
Can I tell you, I have an expensive model at home, and I love it. This is so quiet. Mine was really loud. I was working with it today when I was shooting that video.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize till I got in the studio how whisper quiet this is.
This is so quiet,
Yeah, it's
so
amazing.
quiet. You've got the high, medium, and low. Why did we do the high, medium, and low? Well, for me, because I do my scheduled clean, I almost always have it on low, but we came home from the beach the other day, there was sand everywhere. So I went on high. Maybe you have plush carpets. You wanna do that high, that's gonna be great. If you have it on high, it's gonna be 60 minutes. On medium, it's gonna be 90 minutes. And on low, it's gonna be 2 hours. It's absolutely mind-boggling.
It really is, actually.
The other thing we heard from you, so 20 years ago, we debuted our first robotic vacuum.
I actually remember this,
Do you
too.
remember?
Oh, yeah.
And everybody loved it, but one of the things it did is, if it came up to a landing, it would go over the landing.
And you had to buy separate virtual walls and place them around your house.
Exactly. You don't have to do that anymore because we actually have 3 built-in sensors in the front. They're gonna do 2 things for you. One, it's cliff detect sensors. So they're never gonna fall. It can come up to a landing, it can come up the stairs, and it's not gonna tumble off. I love that. We listened to you. What didn't you like? Well, I don't like that it falls off my stairs, so we changed that. The other thing, if it comes up to some, maybe some drapes, or you've got some tassels in it, or anything, it's gonna sense that something there, and so it doesn't get as caught. But you're seeing here, those cliff detect sensors are really amazing. The other thing, and I'm gonna walk over here and actually start it, and what you're noticing again is there are 3 ways to start it. We hear from a lot of you, I love it, but I'm not tech savvy. You do not have to be tech savvy to be able to use our app, but if you just don't want to use our app, you don't have to. I just press the button right on there. There are 3 buttons. I just hit the clean button twice to get it. You hear a little jingle. It's gonna be the happiest little jingle that you ever have heard. There's also going to be like a little round circle. That's called our spot clean. So say you spill some kitty litter or some sand, you're gonna put it in that area, you're gonna hit that spot clean right there, and it's gonna go out in a spiral motion and clean that area right you want cleaned. And then we have the home button, because maybe it's out cleaning for 2 hours, but a friend pops by and you just wanna send it on its way home, you can hit that home button and it will just go home.
Just go home, yeah, so you can get it out of the way.
But you see, one of the things, and I'm gonna stop and you're gonna hear, but I'm gonna stop it. What you're seeing is it's going from a carpet to wood. This is gonna go over plush carpet. It's gonna go over high transition. See, she's telling me. See the app, she's telling me, hey, I don't like to be I don't like to be held up high. She's afraid of heights. But look at these retractable wheels. These retractable wheels is what allows it to go even over the highest of transition strips. I don't have to go and turn a dial. Do you remember those old vacuum cleaners where you had to turn the dial to go up onto carpet and then turn it back down to go to hardwood? These allow it to go over, and it's going to clean any floor surface without you ever having to change a mode or worry, is it gonna clean? It's gonna clean all of it.
Oh, it's really funny. On my coffee table in my living room, I have these legs that actually go almost like a U. Okay,
oh, yeah.
So think about two U's on either side. And it gets up to it, and it's like a little army tank. It goes, and it actually just climbs over it and keeps going. You guys, you missed my demo, my physical demo of doing what a Roomba do. You have to see, I'm acting.
You have to see, yeah, this is pretty good.
So here's what I did. It's like an army tank. Think of an army tank with those little treads, right? Mine will come up to the thing, it feels it, and it goes, and it climbs over the little leg, and then it keeps going, and then it gets the other side and goes, it's so funny. It actually it's the noise in my head that it sounds like it should be making. When it's climbing, it literally climbs. I also have bar stools that have these conical shaped bases.
Yep.
So it's a cone shape. This thing goes up on its side and goes up over them, around them, and sweeps the conical shape.
You know what that
on
is?
my
That's
bar
called
stool.
our leg follow. It's our leg follow, and it's actually built for any. So one of the things that I thought I was gonna have to do when I got my very first robot was I thought, oh, I have to move chairs around, I have to do this and this. Because of this edge sweeping brush, and we're so close here, I wanna show you because you can actually see it in action. Because of that edge sweeping brush you're kind of seeing going out there, that goes under my bar stool legs. And it follows all the way around, and it gets up and under them. I've never had to move any furniture, ever.
That's great.
Ever.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So it really is. This is not something you're gonna have to go and pre-clean for it to clean.
Right.
You'll just have to take the entire chore of your floors completely off your chore list. It is life-changing.
And I'm telling you, you really think about it. When was the last time you actually cleaned under your bed? It's probably about 10 years. No, you know when it was? Is when you moved into the place and when you moved out of the place. Now it's gonna go underneath the bed, and it's gonna go multiple times.
Yeah.
It'll cover that whole area. This is probably one of my favorite features. This is the one that people used to complain about a lot. They fixed the issue many years ago, actually. Yeah. So if it gets to something that's a cord or a tassel or a curtain, it senses that and kind of backs its way out of the situation. It would, even if we had more time, you'd see it go underneath those end tables on either side. Remember this, oh yeah, look at the ladder too.
This is the leg follow I was telling you. See how it follows around that leg?
Oh, of course.
I love it.
It's so smart, you guys. Here's the thing. A lot of you, if you're still traditionally vacuuming, why? When there's a Roomba available. You might yet keep your stick vac or your cordless vac. That's great. I use my cordless occasionally, but I really rely on my Roomba. I don't have to pull that cordless out anymore.
I don't really ever.
And it's so funny because wouldn't you love to recapture that time? Wouldn't you rather do anything but have to physically vacuum around your house? Do you do every Saturday? Oh, I know, Saturday morning, I'm gonna spend the next 3 hours. I got 2 floors to do or a single floor and I got a vacuum. It's gonna take me forever. Can you imagine capturing that time back and doing something you'd love to do? I don't know, go shopping, go outside, go to a sporting event, do anything but have to vacuum. And truly the Roomba takes care of it. I think some people think, oh, that's a nice cute little accessory to my heavy duty Saturday vacuuming. No, it becomes your heavy duty if you want everyday vacuuming. And I will tell you, this price is shocking. I've been blessed to do this job for a long time, and even I'm surprised at how affordable now this Roomba is. And it's not a 2-year-old model. It's not left over from 5 years ago and they gave us a great deal. It is the newest model from Roomba, and it's substantially better even from the 600 series in multiples of ways. Better suction. It's going to have more capacity. It has longer power. It's a sleeker design, which is shocking. All of that available while it's our Today Special. If you can, because I know we've been busy for the whole beginning of this presentation, just jump over to hsn.com. That you jump front to the line, you're going to get yours reserved. Here's the other thing, don't leave it in your cart. I made the mistake about a month ago of putting 5 things in my cart, forgot to check out, came back later that day, went to check out, 4 of the 5 were sold out. So you can't leave it in your cart and think you've got it reserved. It will be taken and given priority to someone who is checking out. And at this rate and how fast these are going, absolutely make sure you do the checkout process to grab yours before they're gone.
Our last TS we sold out in the 1 p.m. hour.
Was it 1 p.m.?
It was 1 p.m.
Wow.
And it's, you know, for me, it's, I get so excited because people are going to get it home and have the same experience I had, which is, and I know you're thinking life-changing. It is life-changing. I was spending about an hour cleaning my floors 2 to 3 times a week. I got 3 hours a week of my life back. And I didn't have, and I'm very much of a clean freak. And I was so excited that I still had the most beautiful floors I've ever had. I used to think a robot couldn't clean as well as I did, and I was right, it cleans better than I did, 100%.
Absolutely.
And what I also want to show you is when we talk about iRobot, we used to say, when we first started 20 years ago, we used to say, this is a great in between bringing out your heavy duty. No, we no longer say this. This is absolutely the only vacuum you need in your house.
You're right, absolutely.
100.
So talk capacity.
So
again.
capacity, why is this so exciting? One of the things people, you know, not dread, but they're like, oh, I've got to go change that bin. What if I told you you can do that way less? And when I talk about way less, we wanted to show you how much less. So this is what the 600 series is. It's our most popular robot on the market right now, the 600 series. There's a look at the bin. This here is going to be the Essential bin, 54.2% larger. What does that mean? We filled both with sand, and look at the difference.
Wow.
That is
Dang.
a huge, that's days and days and days of cleaning without having to go and empty that bin.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Yeah, everything about this is such a yes. What are we going to do here?
So what we're going to show you is you were talking about, you know, wanting to get kind of the vacuum lines. We want to show you with that high, medium, and low suction. Remember, 2 presses the button. It's going to go, and she's going to clean for up to 2 hours. We're going to go and get those vacuum lines, even with the high pile carpet. So you can have rugs, you can have runners, you can have just the, like for me, I have little rugs in my bathroom. It goes right over those, it cleans them, I get the vacuum lines. This is that systematic cleaning I was telling you about.
Great, look at that.
So you've got
now, mine
those
doesn't
clean.
do this. Mine's random.
So, and some of them are kind of haphazard and go around. Here, look at that vacuum line you just got there. You're gonna walk in.
There's something delicious about that,
Oh,
by
I
the
love
way.
vacuum lines. There's nothing better. And it's gonna go out and it can sense. There's a sensor built in that senses where there is debris, and it's gonna go and it will stay and it will go and it's gonna clean there. But you're gonna get that clean. And what we wanted to show you here is this looks pretty clean, right? I know at home what I do is I vacuum until I can't hear anything. Thinking, oh, that's good.
Right.
It is gonna go, it's going all the way along. It's sensing it's gonna go and clean in that area and then go all the way around. And we're gonna let her clean for a little while. As you can see, I love that we've got that edge sweeping brush. That's what allows it to get into the corners. Yep. Remember, it is round, so you're probably thinking how that edge sweeping brush goes out 2 inches past. It's gonna go all the way around, and we're gonna come back. We're just gonna give it a few sweeps. In fact, why don't
can I tell you?
Yeah,
this
please.
carpet looks really, really clean.
That's exactly it. It looks clean.
Yes.
So we want you to know this is going to get the debris you can see and the debris you can't see. So when we're talking about that fine sand, glitter, you're a crafter, you know that even with a broom, it's so hard to get that stuff up. Yep. This with that 18% better suction power, and remember 20% when you're talking about hard floor surfaces, this is getting it even on this high pile carpet. So you know it's not only gonna look clean, it is gonna be clean. You can go and roll around with your dog, you can play the games with your kids, and you know it's a very, very clean
And again,
carpet.
Any surface, really.
Any
hard surface, hardwood floor,
tile,
vinyl,
anything.
Tile, and carpet, rugs.
And it's gonna go right over them because of those retractable wheels that we have there. In fact, let me just pull it out. Other thing that I really like is some of the other bins had a little button here that you'd push. This is so simple to pull out. It's so easy.
That is the easiest it's ever been.
Ever been.
Yeah.
And look at this. That's all you do to open it up.
Look how much more room there's available in there.
Exactly. Usually before it would be like, look at everything we picked up. It's like, boy, you know, but take a look at how much. There's so much space here, and I'm not digging in. This is going to come out with ease.
Plus, you could wipe that out so easy now.
Oh,
if you just wanted to wipe it out.
clean.
Yeah, keep it really clean.
And do you see we have this a little door, a little hinge. So I love that you can remove that high efficiency filter if you want, tap it off, extend the life. So easy to do that.
That's awesome.
And it's so easy as well to put it right back. But this is what we were talking about.
Look at
that was in there. Take a look at that.
So much
Pet
hair. I did not see the hair at all. But show the really fine stuff. This is what blows my mind. You guys, that is like powdery fine, okay? Or sand. Think of little teeny little particles. And it was able to not only discover it, but actually vacuum it up.
And it just, and look at the clean lines we have too.
Yeah, the lines
That's
are
what's
good.
so important. To me, I want to come home and I want it to look like it's clean. And to know that this is what it did, and you can set it. Remember, you can schedule it. It's so important to really talk about how you're able to schedule it, because then you're not even thinking about having to go and start. It does it for you. In fact, when I'm getting ready Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I hear her go out, I'm like, oh, thank you.
Happy feeling.
It's just a happy feeling.
And gosh, I gotta say, everybody's loving this, and you're loving this demo right here. Yeah, when was the last time you actually swept under your bed? Do you know how much dust and debris and hair and everything else gets caught under there? And obviously you want it clean, but you just can't get under there to do it. Well, this is gonna get there. Now remember, it's the slimmest design that we've ever offered. We are showing you our lowest price we've found literally everywhere. We've done the research, we looked. The lowest price we can find is here tonight on HSN. Let it do the work for you. It is not only the lowest price today. Do you know this is the lowest price Roomba we will do for the entire year?
Yep.
So here's the thing, you guys be like, oh yeah, I'm sure gonna do one around Christmas time as gift giving. We will, but it's gonna be at a higher price. Every other Roomba we're gonna offer will be at a higher price for the rest of the year. So it's not only our lowest price we've found anywhere, and we do the research. I cannot get out here and say this every night, but we do that research so we can get out and say, we've done the looking, we've searched around, we've done the comparison. It is the lowest price that we've been able to find anywhere, and it's the lowest price Roomba for the entire year. If you have your Roomba like me and like Rebecca, you named them, you love them, but maybe you've got a second floor, how wonderful at this price point that you can now have one upstairs. I think this is great for anybody who's moving into their first house, their first dorm, maybe they're going into an apartment. It's great for a very teeny home like I have, or if you have a big mansion, even better, it's got 2 hours of run time before it has to go back and charge back up again. It's mess-free, it's easy, and it gives you your time back. That's the coolest thing. I don't know if you ever had this happen, Rebecca, but do you ever have a cleaning service? Maybe they come in a couple times in your life or whatever. Right. And the greatest part, when they were done cleaning and you walked into your house, you were like, oh, my house smells clean, it looks clean, oh, I love it. This is exactly what it's like. It's like having someone come in, like a maid or a cleaning service, and do all your vacuuming for you. And you walk into your home and you will notice the difference.
And
you can
every
be
day
at
if you
work
want.
while it's happening.
I know. So a little quick story that I loved so much is we were up in the mountains and I had somebody watching our dogs. And remember, I clean my floors Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So we were coming home on Sunday and I knew there would be some pet hair there. And I was like, no, I want to come home to clean floors. So from the mountains, we're down here in Florida. I live in Florida and we were up in the mountains. I hit vacuum everywhere. And I vacuumed everywhere. So I had that moment. I came home from vacation and I had the perfect clean floors.
Isn't that nice?
I loved it.
It's such a good feeling.
And
you know what? You get so used to it when you have to, for some bizarre reason. Maybe you're at an Airbnb and you're like, oh, I need to vacuum. And all they have is a plug-in vacuum or a traditional vacuum. That's when you realize how great the Roomba is when you have to use something else and you're like, oh my gosh, I forgot how much effort it was to have to actually vacuum.
You know, one of the things my parents did, my mom with her brothers, is they actually got together and got my grandmother one because she was having a hard time pushing that heavy, and they were so much more expensive than they are now. Right. So what a great gift to be able to give.
And
I have never, housewarming gift, I have never seen this price ever before. No. And so that's when I was calling all of my friends. I'm like, this is the time. Tonight's it.
Pull the trigger. This is
at midnight. Go.
And you know what? I was unbelievably shocked. I walked in because again, I was expecting if we did like $225, I thought, well, that'll be pretty good. Yeah. When I got in, it was $169. Guys, we're $70 off, and it's for a limited time. And also, part of our notes did say, by the way, 50 million Roombas have been sold to date, 50 million. And so with that many sold, you know it's got to work, and it's got to work really well, right? You'll fall in love with it just over and over and over again. But also remember, and this is important, last time you did the Today Special with a Roomba, sold out by one. Yep. Even in our notes, they said they expect this absolutely to be gone early today, simply because the history of it being such a good popular product at a much higher price. So now you're just getting this rock bottom price, but don't forget, this is the latest model. I think that's what everybody worries. I did. I'm like, is this like a, you know, one of those, hey, these are leftover from 5 years ago. We're gonna mark it way down. No, this is the latest model. It's the slimmest. It's an amazing capacity versus the most popular series, which is the 600. You have a longer runtime, which is shocking. Everything about this is a plus, plus, plus. And I love that. And here is your chance right now. Free shipping. 5 flex pays, lowest price we found anywhere. I don't know what more I could add except custom designing a face for it like I did mine for you.
And I love the point that you're, oh my gosh, I love that. You would please do that for mine. I'm like, I
will.
need,
You want me to do yours?
Please,
all right, I will.
Whatever Thelma and Louise you feel like, just do it.
Okay, got it.
But I love that you brought up that it's not, this debuted 2 months ago, and it's got our latest, some of the latest and best technology, also slimmest and lightest. So if you are taking this upstairs to clean, remember, you press the button, it's gonna go and clean for 2 hours, up to 2 hours. It's also the slimmest, so you're watching it go under the couch. You're watching it go under the bed, under the nightstands. It's gonna go under more because it's a 1/4 inch slimmer. Also 3/4 of an inch narrower, but still 54.2% larger bin, and it's gonna clean for up to 2 hours. So you're getting all of the benefits from the slimmer design going under more area, but also it's gonna attract more dust and take care of more dust.
All right, we've got more to show you. I just wanna give you a quick update on the accessory kit. Now remember, we're giving you 2 filters. You get a filter in the unit, and we put in a bonus filter in our configuration in what you're buying. You will eventually need the additional